They say time heals all, so stop blowing up my line. Welcome back to another episode of Black Nutrition for Your Soul. I am your host, Joshua Burke. Here live and in color from my home. I'm here today because I want to talk to you about a serious issue to me. A lot of my friends are females. A lot of them are women. A lot of them are strong. I'm fixing my camera because the light's all in my. A lot of them are strong in different ways, but not weak at all. And I think that, in my opinion, the men that come in their lives, I'm speaking about my friends, but I'm speaking in general for women. The men that comes into their lives sometimes don't know how to handle their confidence, the boldness, the beauty that is everything that makes them a beautiful woman. And when you have a man, and this is going to be a quick episode, this won't be long. When you have a man that likes to call you out your name, raise his voice at you, has more girlfriends than male friends, can't pick up the phone and call you back. They like to send a text. If that man doesn't have an ounce of communication, there's a problem. When I hear that a man is disrespecting a woman, I automatically get uncomfortable. When I am married, I'm married to a man, but I take it in the same aspect. I'm never going to disrespect my husband, and I'm never going to disrespect a woman. Never going to disrespect a woman in front of anyone, and never going to disrespect a woman behind closed doors. Not even if they disrespect me first. And that took I'm 31. That took a long time for me to get to that point in my life, because there was a point where I didn't take shit from no one. But there came a point when someone told me, "You're angry. Why do you talk to people that way? And can't you find other ways to describe how upset you are than calling people MFers or whatever?" So after a while, a lot of praying, going back and forth, I got rid of that side. And now I'm more of a humble person. And the women that are in my life, they'll tell you I love them hard. And I would do anything for them, because I think women are the most beautiful things on earth. They are the strongest beings on earth. There's nothing more important. This world, this place, this atmosphere that we live in would not be if it wasn't for the women. They got to have the babies. You want to make the babies, they got to have the babies. They got to raise the babies. There are a lot of men out there that don't even know how to raise a kid. You know, what's so important and impressive to me is my brother, my big brother, who I love. We joke all the time. There was a time where we were not close. And it wasn't until probably I graduated high school. I mean, he's 8 years older than me, brolic, a man's man, married to the same wife, 10 years or longer, 3 beautiful babies. He's never disrespected her, that I know, that anybody in my family knows. My brother Q has never disrespected his wife. Now, they may not agree on everything, but what I know is he loves her dearly, and he has never raised his voice. If a woman allows a man to raise her voice at her, we've got to think about where your self-esteem is, where your confidence is. Because if a man raises his voice at you, you need to raise yours right back and scare him. Make him more afraid of you. Like my dog's vet said, you need to put the fear in your dog before he puts the fear in you. You have to put the fear in the man before he puts the fear in you. There's no man, there should be no man walking around, one, putting his hands on a woman and calling her name. There's this couple that lives in my building. And I've talked about this before in the episode when I interviewed Amina. I don't know if they're a couple. I don't know what they are. But what I know, it's a damn shame. They have two beautiful babies. And I say beautiful, I don't call all babies beautiful, but these two creatures made some very beautiful babies. But the young man, the kid, because he's only 24, and I'm not sure how old the woman is, but she is a woman. But this 24-year-old, or 25 now, boy puts his hands on this woman. Now, I live on the third floor in my apartment. If I can hear them yelling from the third floor, there is a problem. Tenants on the first floor, tenants on the second floor. I get these text messages. Do you hear this? Do you hear this? This doesn't make any sense. At this point, I don't even care. But what I do care about is the kids and the woman's sanity. The kids' safety and the woman's sanity. It takes a toll on you when you're being cussed out, being traumatized and triggered when a man tells you, oh, you love the kids more than you love me, or when you have to stab him to get his hands off you, and then you still allow the man to come back in the house. Those are sanity issues that need to be worked out. And I think about that a lot with this lady. When I see her coming out of the building, coming in the building, going to the bodega, Walgreens, just walking the kids in the little carriage by the park, I see a woman who is lost. I see a woman who used to know who she was, but is lost. She's stuck in this place that she cannot get out. She's put herself in a situation where she cannot get out. And the sad thing about it is she has all the power. She holds all the power. She has all the control. She owns. The lease is in her name. It's her apartment. You know what I mean? At any point, if she gets the balls to say, get out, she can say that. She runs to the corner store, 99-cent store, that tells the man behind the cashier that she needs to use the phone because she's scared for her life. So she calls the police. The police, they don't come anymore. I'm telling you guys the truth. They are tired of coming, and she's allowing this man, this kid, back in her life. This is what I'm saying to you, women. When it comes, when the breaking point comes, break. Don't hold on to what's not there anymore. And don't stay in a relationship for kids. That's one thing. Kids should not, if I agree with one thing, this lady on Fox who comes on at 10 o'clock, Wendy Williams, if I agree with one thing she says, kids should not be the reason you stay in a marriage or together. They shouldn't. And when the kids are now being traumatized, it's now time to get them out of that situation. So I leave you with this message. Find hope and find some sense of gratitude in your life. And when you look at yourself in the morning time, know that you are beautiful. You are godly made. I want to read this to you because I was looking up what the Bible says on how a man should treat a woman. And I'm just going to read the first thing that comes up. It says, Scripture says, men, treat your wives better than you treat yourself. Love your wives as much as you love Christ and the church. Excuse me. Love your wives as much as Christ loved the church and gave up for her. I'll say that again. Men, treat your wives better than you treat yourself. Love your wives as much as Christ loved the church and gave up for her. Corinthians 7. It is good for a man not to marry, but since there's so much immortality, each man should have his own wife, and each woman her own husband. I'm going to say it again. It is good for a man not to marry, but since there's so much immortality, each man should have his own wife, and each woman should have her own husband. That means you shouldn't be mixing and matching. Once you find that right person, that's the person you should be with. And if it's not the right person, get out of it. There's no reason you should be staying in a relationship if it's not meant for you. If at some point you feel in yourself that this ain't working, gotta go. At some point in your relationship with whoever you're with, and it becomes a point where you start to question, is this right for me? It's time to go. Self-care, self-respect are the most important thing. Mental health. Being in a toxic relationship kills your mental. It makes you somebody who you're not meant to be. It makes you angry every day. I have been there. It makes you look at the world with hate. And it makes you look at people with such disdain when you have an ineffective relationship because someone is not doing the things that they're supposed to do. So, as I get ready to cut this off and end this, because I didn't want this to be long, but I'm tired of hearing my females go through so much with these low down men. Gay men shouldn't be the only good men. And that whole saying that gay men, they treat men better than men treat women. We get treated like dogs too. So there's no difference. So I'm talking to everybody, not just women at this point. If you're in a relationship and you're now questioning whether you should be in, if the person loves you or not, or if it's the right thing, or should you even, it's time to, when you start questioning your relationship, it's time to go. It's time to go. There are better people out there than the person that's treating you like shit. I don't want to be treated 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 like shit. I can say it. I don't want to be disrespected. I will never be disrespected. That's what you have to say. I don't want to be disrespected, and I will never be disrespected. And when you are confident in those words and you hold those words true, no one can ever take this pride, this purpose, this energy, this vibe. No one can ever take that good energy away from you, that good purpose, what you're supposed to be doing, your purpose in life. Because sometimes we get told you're not good enough to do that, but you are good enough to be whatever you want to be, do whatever you want to do, be whoever you want to be with whoever you want to be with. But you've got to be confident in yourself and not allow anyone to tear down those things that make you great, that make you beautiful, that make you successful, that guide you through life. It's time for men to grow up and be men. Stop talking to these women like they're kids, because they're not. They're grown women. Stop putting your hands on women. You know what this lady here in this building should do? She should go down a couple of blocks over. Bed-Stuy, couple of blocks over. Malcolm X. Find her somebody that's on the corner, one of those thugs that's on the corner. Tell her what's going on. Let them come back and beat his ass. It's time to stop taking shit from these men. It's 2021. Sexual harassment, all these things. It's 2021. There are no excuses why men should be doing the things that they're doing. It's 2021. Get over it. Get out of your own way, women, and get over these men. And start focusing on yourself and find you the right person, because there's someone out there for you. Stop saying all the good men are taken by the gay men, because they're not. Trust me. I got one of them, a good man. There's somebody out there for you. All right, guys. I want to leave you with time is everything. Time heals all. I truly believe letting time take its course will make everything all right, but we can't rush time. I think I can say that so many times while I do this podcast. Time is very important. And if you're going through any life situation, anything, let time take its course. Relax, breathe. Everything will be okay. It's 4:22 right now. Let time take its place. Let tomorrow come. Let tomorrow go. Let the next day come. Let the next day go. And so on until you feel like you can go on and conquer the world. You don't have to rush it. But you do have to rush getting out of these bad situations. And if I could form a nonprofit, an organization that would take battered women or women who are being mistreated by their men and just can't find a way out and find them a place, I would. But until that time is possible, my ladies, my beautiful women, my beautiful queens, stand up for yourselves. Because if no one else will, who will? If no one else is going to stand up for you, what are you going to do? If you don't stand up for yourself, if you don't fight these fights for yourself, who will? Because I'm tired of hearing my female friends, these men take advantage of them. It's got to stop. Because your worth, your valuation is worth so much more than any man. And I love you for that. Remember that your valuation is higher. It's worth anything a man can ever think of, could ever be. Because you're beautiful. You're the strongest being on earth. There's nothing like you. And that's what makes you great. That's why I love you. All right, everyone. Thank you for listening to another episode of Black Nutrition for Your Soul. Just real quick, I have a special guest. I usually don't do this. I might not say special, but I have a guest coming on next week. Hassan Austin. He's from movingtheneedle.tv, entrepreneurship and in the entertainment business, in the media industry, finance in the entertainment industry. We're going to talk about a lot, so I can't wait to have him on next Tuesday, the 23rd. If you're trying to figure out what's the best route for you in entrepreneurship in this time, in this pandemic, then I will encourage you to make sure you set your calendar for next Tuesday, because it will be a special show. All right, everyone, I want to thank you. And until next time, always remember, wait. Before I do that, You can find me on Instagram, Black Nutrition for Your Soul. Twitter, Black Nutrition for Your Soul. Facebook, Black Nutrition for Your Soul. YouTube, Black Nutrition for Your Soul. Spotify, Black Nutrition for Your Soul. Apple Podcasts, Black Nutrition for Your Soul. And Amazon Music, Black Nutrition for Your Soul. Actually, we're on all iHeartRadio, all platforms, BLK Nutrition for Your Soul. Not BLACK, BLK Nutrition for Your Soul. Go check out our old episodes. We have some great shows. We're only going to get better with time. We're only going to get better with time. In your life situations, it's only going to get better with time. I love you guys. Always remember to be unapologetically Black. Thank you.